All right. So I know you probably have some spoken word for us, right? Am I right on this?
Oh,
Are
we gonna
you?
go. I mean, we can go into
Oh,
it. That's gonna
yeah.
be
Let's go
Let's
because I
go
know
into
that's the
it.
thing that you do, and I kind of want to take us back to like we're in a speakeasy in Chicago. It's dark. It's sea. There's cigarette smoke, and I'm drinking a cocktail and I'm relaxing. And
nice.
you walk up to the mic. Let me hear it.
Well, one thing I do want to provide the context for it. One, it is a heavier piece, number one, and then secondly, it's out of a series called How Men Cry, and we can dive into that in a lot more detail. But usually I come up mad chill and then it gets real. So let's go ahead and do that.
Get it.
You will never realize how much I love you, even though I never met you, and I will never have a chance to tell you. I know that it hurts to be you because it hurts to be me. As brothers, our struggles are so intertwined without ever sharing a conversation, never even crossing paths, but walking up the same slippery slope that never seems to amount to the mountaintop. See, the fact of the matter is, it's not fair. The cards we are dealt are far from a royal flush, and in this game of spades, you were not supposed to be born hating the black of your suit, I mean skin, because it's a learned action from the rest of the world. We are not supposed to be told that we are monkeys, so these concrete jungles are the proper housing place to be fitted. Exchange jungle with food desert, never having a proper introduction to nutrients, and if you are what you eat, what good can come from this toxic ass diet? See, brother, I understand.
Mm,
And you will never
Mm.
realize how much I love you, even though I never met you. I will never have a chance to tell you.
mm.
I understand what it's like to be hopeless. No one ever actually cares to listen to your story, treating you like an animal when ironically pigs coming around us up like cattle to be held in barbed fences. It's a reason that they call it a trap house. The closest field trips we ever took were closer to crack houses. Yes, there are a lot of us that go on from here to do great, wonderful, successful, and amazing things. But for every one success story that we love to boast about, there are 1,000 whispers, I mean whimpers that go crying and die in pain. See, brother, I know that even the exit routes are sort of like Lakeshore during rush hour, seemingly impossible to get through. So why even burn the gas to try? See, brother, I understand.
Mm.
And you will never realize how much I love you, even though I never met you, and I will never have a chance to tell you. I understand what it's like to hurt. Understand what it's like to hurt and not know why. I understand what it's like to have your hurt turn itself into rage. I understand what it's like to lose hope. I understand that you can't lose what you never had. I understand what it's like when they tell you that you can be anything that you want to be when you grow up and they barely believe the words deep down themselves. I understand what it's like to want more even though it's worthless after depreciation and they tell us that we are worthless from $3 million trust fund high chair. See, I understand, but I understand. I understand. So when you pulled that gun on me to rob me, when you pulled the gun on me to rob me for the same pennies that we both struggled to get. What hurt the most was not the feeling of the bullet penetrating the skin. What hurt the most was not hitting the cold concrete floor and watching my blood painted like a canvas. What hurt the most is you will never realize that, brother, I love you. And I understand. Even though I never met you, I never had a chance to tell you. That's that piece.
Mm. Mm.
I don't even know. I
Brought to you by the Book of Eli,
good.
by the way.
Let's
Shout out
go.
to Domity Pongo.
I love the line where you said want what you can't or lose what you never had.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's deep.
I think that that's something that's so real. You do
Yeah.
feel that
And
loss and you never had it. Mm?
yeah, and that's one of that piece I'll share a lot of times with youth. Like I do a decent amount of speaking engagements with youth, and sometimes that's one of the icebreaker pieces behind it. And kind of with that whole series, like the whole How Men Cry series, is looking at different angles of how pain is being either processed, suppressed, or sometimes how it's understood coming from somebody else. Because that story is actually written from a real scenario of me pretty much seeing somebody being shot, and I wrote that story from the standpoint of how I would have wanted my story told if I couldn't tell it.
Wow. That's
Mm.
powerful. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that. That was amazing.